It is now the All-Star break, and the Milwaukee Brewers, after a very cold start, being 21-25 on May 17th, have bounced back to be one of the best teams in all of baseball, finishing with a franchise record best 56-40 record at the All-Star break. The office, once one of the worst in the league, found its way with the contributions from the expected usuals, while also getting some meaningful contributions from some unexpected places as well. And the pitching. Oh man, the pitching. The rotation, which early on was held on by duct tape and string, has turned into a strength with two big names joining the rotation, and with the bullpen that has been on fire the entire season. So for this video, we're going to name some award winners for the Brewers based on the first half of the season, including MVP, Cy Young, Rookie of the Year, and some other nominees as well. So let's go ahead and get started with the MVP of the first half of the season. I think it is safe to say that Christian Yelich is finally back, though it was a really rough start to start the year. Yelly was only hitting 184 on the year, though he did have several home runs before May 22nd, where he had a game that changed the entire outlook of the season. In a rain-delayed game that I attended for my birthday, so you're welcome, everyone. It is my contributions that made Yelich better. He went 2 for 3 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. Following that game, he went on an absolute tear as he finished the first half of the season from May 22nd to the All-Star break with a slash line of 341, 410, 604 with 56 hits, 7 doubles, 12 home runs, 39 RBIs, 28 runs, 6 steals, and an OPS of 1.013, while the team went 30-13 in those games. And it is safe to say that the Brewers would not have that record if he was not hitting that well. So on the year so far, Yelly has a slash line of 259, 339, 458 with 89 hits, 11 doubles, 19 home runs, 65 RBIs, 49 runs, 14 steals, an OPS of 797, and an OPS plus of 124 with a B WAR value of 1.9 as a primary designated hitter. He is on pace for his best season since his incredible 2019 year, and he is leading the Brewers to one of their best seasons in franchise history at this point. Just an incredible start it has been to the year for Freddie Peralta, the now 2-time All-Star. After a kind of disappointing season in 2024 where heading into the year, we thought he could be a dark horse Cy Young candidate, but was kind of average by the end of it. Peralta has had his best season since 2021 so far, and he actually has been a Cy Young contender in the NL this year, although Paul Skeens pretty much has that award locked up. Will not be surprised if Freddie finishes top 5. He has been the most consistent anchor of the Brewers rotation, the only starter to make all of his scheduled starts amid a rotation that has used 14 different starting pitchers this year, which is second most in all of baseball, and that has been such a blessing to have here. So far in 2025, Peralta has appeared in and started in 20 games, with the starts being tied for the MLB lead, having a record of 11-4, the win total being tied for first in MLB as well, with a 2.66 ERA across 111 and 2/3 innings pitched, having 118 strikeouts, a WHIP of 1.057, an ERA plus of 151, and a team leading WAR of 3.2. All of those stats are either top 5 or top 10 in the National League, as Freddie Peralta has been the best pitcher that the Brewers have had so far this year, and without him, this rotation and this team would have fallen apart a long time ago. I know that a lot of people are already putting up Jacob Misiorowski as the Brewers Rookie of the Year, which if he continues at the pace he has been, he won't just be the Brewers Rookie of the Year. He could very well be the National League Rookie of the Year. But I wanted to highlight someone who has played a bit longer this year so far, and that is the young third baseman Caleb Durbin. Acquired in the Devin Williams trade in the offseason, Durbin got off to a terrible start this year, even worse than Yelich, with his batting average getting down to 169 on May 18th. But like a lot of Brewers around that late May, early June part of the year, he absolutely turned it on and became one of the Brewers' best and most clutch bats. He's also one of the best defensive third basemen in all of MLB, being 4th in defensive runs saved with 6. So far this year, he has a slash line of 261, 348, 363 with 61 hits, 12 doubles, 4 home runs, 32 RBIs, 34 runs, 8 steals, an OPS of 711, and an OPS plus of 103. A league-leading 14 hit by pitches, as he also missed like a third of the year as well, and a B-WAR value of 2.0. So far, he is the best rookie for the Brewers in a sea of great rookies. I would imagine that he would keep this performance up the rest of the year and finish top 3 in NL Rookie of the Year voting. A lot of people, when it comes to relief pitchers, just put down the closers since they are often the best bullpen arm that a team has. And while Trevor Megill has been absolutely incredible for the Brewers this year, being named to an all-star game with his 21 saves, I say Abner Uribe has been the more valuable arm in the Brewers' pen. He has appeared for the most games with the crew with 46 and has been a really effective pitcher for the Brewers after a really bad year in 2024. So far in 2025, Uribe has appeared in 46 games, having a record of 2-1 with a 2.33 ERA across 46 1/3 innings pitched, with 60 strikeouts and an ERA plus of 173. He has been one of the best setup men in the entire MLB and is an underrated arm that people need to recognize more and more outside of Milwaukee. Now, this has been a very pleasant surprise. After really struggling in this cup of coffee at the end of last year, I truly expected Isaac Collins to be in AAA due to guys like Blake Perkins and Garrett Mitchell being ahead of him on the depth chart. But with injuries to the two guys I just mentioned, Collins took advantage of his opportunity and turned into one of the best defensive left fielders in baseball, and he's not too shabby with the bat either. Collins currently leads all left fielders in outs above average with 7, and he is up the leaderboards in defensive runs saved as well. With the bat, he's also been very, very solid, as he has a slash line of 259, 363, 389 with 50 hits, 8 doubles, 1 triple, 5 home runs, 23 RBIs, 31 runs, 10 steals, an OPS of 751, an OPS plus of 114, and a B-WAR value of 1.7. He has had an incredible season given the expectations we've had for him, and if he continues on the pace that he is on, he will be the favorite to win the Gold Glove for left fielder and could potentially be top 5 in Rookie of the Year voting as well. An absolute gem of a find for the Brewers. Coming off of a really great 2024 season in which he was a 2.7 WAR player, Ortiz has been a massive disappointment this season, as he is currently the only regular starter in the Brewers lineup that has a negative WAR value. His offensive numbers have taken a massive dip, as his batting average is barely above the Mendoza line, and he is not hitting for as many extra base hits as he did in 2024, as his OPS plus has dropped over 40 points from last season. He also has not been as good defensively, as that transition from third base to shortstop has not been as smooth as it could be. So far this season, Ortiz has a slash line of 210, 268, 302 with 61 hits, 9 doubles, 6 home runs, 29 RBIs, 36 runs, 9 steals, an OPS of 570, and an OPS plus of 62, and a B-WAR value of negative 0.8. Shortstop is currently a black hole in the Brewers' otherwise productive lineup, and if Ortiz doesn't shape up with his bat, he could be riding the bench here pretty soon. It will be a common sight to see Christian Yelich's walk-off grand slam against the Boston Red Sox as the moment of the year so far for Milwaukee, and as that has been an absolutely amazing moment that capped off a great comeback for Milwaukee. For me, the best moment of the year was Christian Yelich having his 2-run game against the Pirates on May 22nd. There are 2 reasons for this. One is that I was in person for this moment as a birthday present from my wife, so naturally seeing my favorite player hit 2 home runs was absolutely incredible and memorable. And also, as I explained in my MVP section, this is a game that turned not only Yelich's season around, but the Brewers' season around with it, as he has been absolutely incredible since then, and that is a pivotal moment in the year so far. So it has been absolutely wonderful to watch the Milwaukee Brewers so far this year. After a very shaky start where I was worried about this team's not only short-term but long-term future, they have turned it around with great pitching, good offense, smart base running, and excellent defense. This is a team that down the stretch is going to be a very, very tough team to get rid of, And the Chicago Cubs, even though they have the easy schedule MLB heading into the second half of the year while the Brewers have the 10th hardest, I would watch out for Milwaukee viewers, Chicago, because this team does not quit. And I'm excited to see the race between the Cubs and Brewers coming down, as these are two excellent teams and excellent rivals. So if you enjoyed the content, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.